All right, here we are. Year number 3 for the week. Happy week 16, Diamond Heart Project. And this topic you have requested more information around was Deja vu. Really understanding that process. And it has many facets to it. What I've been shown or been taught or guided to understand about it. And when I first began to experience deja vu, I began to recognize that it was a remembrance of something I had dreamed. I had a dream about that experience, and it could have been the night before, could have been a year earlier, could have been a decade earlier. But there was a remembrance. And I slowly began to remember, like remembering in the dream that this was going to come up again, or this was going to show itself again. And it was going to be a signal that A, you're on the right path. And doesn't mean if you don't have deja vu, you're not on the right path. It just means it's like a confirmation, alignment. It can also be talked about that you are having a merging of multiple realities that you have designed for yourself to experience. And those realities have merged into one, becoming the experience you're experiencing now. Again, we can go way out there on the deep end around how you are operating in multiple realities at the same moment. I don't feel to go there yet on this talk. Either way, the deja vu is really an alignment of something, again, coming back to that same thing we've been talking about on the earlier videos today about you are a co-creator of your life. This is a widget, something you planned in, something you edited, not taken away, but something you've edited to show up in your life for you to remember these moments. Again, coming back to the second video we just recorded around the soul contracts, like we go through this clearing stage to come down so you can have a full experience with a clear consciousness. And so you're coming with it clear. You're not bringing any past limiting belief systems or past traumas from past lives into this one to have. But realities can show up in different ways for you to remember those things. Especially if you have soul contracts. If there was a trauma with somebody in your soul family that wasn't resolved, and then that person shows up in this life, like they can also bring that like unresolved trauma or relationship into this life for it to be resolved, for it to come into completion. Not trying to cause more havoc or misalignment, but actually to bring it to completion, to actually complete its purpose of what it was about. Remember, everything life is happening for you, never to you, never against you. Everything has a purpose. And so when you can navigate through neutrality to uncover that purpose of the experience rather than being distracted or having a reaction to the experience and responding to it, knowing that there's something in there for you to receive. No matter how challenging it was, how hard it is, how blissful it is, there's something in there for you to receive, and don't be distracted sometimes by the chaos of it. And stay committed to uncovering like the purpose of that experience, so you can see what it's there for, what it's trying to offer you, how it's offering an experience to grow through. Not just go through, but grow through. Either way, so the deja vu is really an alignment to remind you of these things, and either something you co-create in a dream is now coming true, or a insight that you had in a dream was now manifesting into form to help you evolve. And sometimes these deja vu moments are very impactful, like they're the moment you're graduating college, right? Sometimes it's just like the passing by of a customer in the grocery store, like walking behind you, and you're like, wait a minute, there's remembrance in that moment. I've seen this before. It doesn't mean anything magical is happening. Everything is magically happening in the moment. But the point is, it wasn't like some crescendo of something coming to light for you. There was just like, oh. And it wasn't that reminder that you're just on the right path of being in the grocery store at the right time. It's just one of those things where the reality that you've created to live in and to experience is merging with the true essence of who you are and like why you're here. That's what I was shown, right? This reminder. And I have deja vu experiences. I couldn't even tell you, like, they're very common. And it doesn't come from second guessing that I'm not in alignment. The more you feel and know you're in alignment with your life and your purpose and like why you're here, the more they'll happen, because they're just like little trinkets, like little sprinkles of like, you know, breadcrumbs that you leave in the forest to find your way home. That you can leave for yourself from a soul's experience, from a soul place before you come into form, to have these little reminders. They're beautiful messages. So when you have them, no matter how they show up, like embrace them. Like they are beautiful confirmations about you being like exactly where you need to be. And again, you know, there are options of, you know, every time that you have a choice, like you have an opportunity to choose a different reality. Like, and you're given multiple choices every day. And when you can really tap into the inner wisdom of the heart, like you don't have to make that choice. You can be on the alignment of your soul's full expression by activating the inner wisdom and walking that path. And so when that happens, you have many days of because it's like, oh, boom, these confirmations. You know, like I said, it's not the fact that you ever choose to be off the path. Talked before, like your life is like a GPS machine. Like whether you choose to go left or right at any choice, it just reconfigures to the same destination. It's just you're just choosing a different way to get there. Sometimes that way is a big dirt road with a bunch of speed bumps. Sometimes it's a highway of just 85 and we go. Either way, the choices there's no wrong choice. They're just different realities to get the same destination. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, blessings be to you. Hopefully this answers any questions for you. And again, bring some more to the integration call we have on Sunday. Okay. Blessings be your life. Bye-bye.